Welcome back to the Gone for 10 show. Baxter, mate, how are you doing this evening?
Yeah, I'm very good. I'm very good. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Obviously, if you are a subscriber, you are returning here. Welcome to the channel. Please hit that like button, share it with a friend. If you're new around here, hit subscribe. Help the channel grow. We had massive growth over the weekend, so let's keep that going. Thank you very much. We're really appreciative. But Baxter, we are here
Hmm.
for obviously Manly taking on the Bulldogs. We'll pop the Manly side up there. You obviously have number one, KO Weeks, number two, Ray Tamila Vega, three, Brad Parker, four, Kula, five, Christian Tulaputu. That's terrible. Six, Kieran Foran, seven, Daly Cherry Evans, eight, Sipley, nine, Kroger, 10, Marty DePau, 11, Hamueli Olakwatu, 12, Andrew Davey, 13, Dylan Walker, 14, Baby Ben Trebojevic, 15, Josh Schuster, 16, Ethan Bullimore, 17, Kurt DeLewis, and 18, James Randos. Now, it's a very weak squad, let's be honest, on paper. There's a lot of players out. The pronunciation
Yeah.
probably was a bit off, so I know a lot of our viewers are from Papua New Guinea. I apologize. I'm doing my best. I will get it right come finals, but Baxter, I'm going to obviously pop the Bulldogs up on the screen, take you through that lineup, and let our listeners know who's there.
We've got Jake Avalero in the fullback. Jacob Carraz and Josh Adakar make the wing. You got Aaron Schlopp and Braden Burns make the centers. You got Matt Byrne, Kyle Flanagan in the halves. Max King and Paul Vaughan make your front row. Jeremy Marshall King makes your hooker. Corey Waddell, Raymond Marin, I'm not even pronounce your hyphen name. I'm sorry, it's so hard. Make your second row. Jock Jackson to make the lock. You got Zach Dorke Clay, Joe Simpson, Chris Patolo, Tavio Pangajura makes his return onto the bench, and Declan Casey for the 18th man.
Yeah, obviously it's a game that means little, very little to either team. Neither team's going to get the wooden spoon. Neither team's going to make the final. I guess for the Bulldogs, it's a way to send their fans off. It obviously is at a core stadium, Stadium Australia, ANZ, whatever you want to call it. It is a core now, but it's a way for them to obviously show their fans out. For Manly, I'll pop them back up on the screen. Obviously, it's a chance for Kieran Foran, Daly Cherry Evans, the two players in this squad, Dylan Walker, the players that are meant to be leaders here to really stand up and go, listen, this season wasn't good enough. We let this pride jersey get in our way. Let's finish this on a good note. Let's get a win for our fans and let's start building towards next year now. I'll let you go first. What are your thoughts on this game? Give me your prediction, and obviously then I'll give you my prediction on this game.
Mate, the way the Sea Eagles are playing lately, it leaves me nothing but a Dogs win, 13 plus outright. Just this squad wanted to put on a pride jersey, but then playing nothing but they're playing with anything but pride. And I just think this Bulldog squad, it looks really good. Obviously, you get Cameron Serrata comes in next year. He's going to be looking good. There's going to be some shake up next year, but yeah, way to send out your fans and a good end to a good season. Obviously, I'll give them a C plus for this season, finishing obviously dead last and now finishing 12th. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, a big talking point here. He has missed last week's game. He is missing here, but he is named on the extended bench. Obviously, Luke Thompson, he is trying to race the clock back to get back from COVID. Corey Waddell is back from suspension. So they have a few players coming back. Tavita Pengai Jr. is back on the bench. Obviously, he did play New South Wales Cup. So the Dogs do have some firepower. I think the Dogs are going to win this game, but it wouldn't shock me if Daly Cherry Evans puts on a masterclass and Manly win. But I've got to say that we might have some Manly fans listening, but I'm going to go to Dogs 1 to 12. I think Serrato has a lot of work to do. I was speaking to Larry, obviously, about the Bulldogs earlier this week, and he did say, listen, we had that spell where we went through, we kind of went on a bit of a high and we thought, oh my gosh, getting rid of Trent Barrett was the right decision. Now, I still think getting rid of Barrett was the right decision, but I think that was kind of a high period, and we're starting to see that Serrato has a massive, massive, massive job on his hand come next season.
I don't. I actually don't see him having a massive job. I think they've gone about it the right way. They've picked the right coach for their squad. They could have rushed into it and sort of gone, "Oh, Mick Potter, you're doing so well. Here's the coaching job." They haven't done that. They picked a good assistant coach, and Gus Gould's going to give him the backing. He's going to give him the time. There's some news around some players leaving, some players coming. So we'll touch into it a bit later once that is all confirmed. But I don't see them having to do major heart surgery to this squad. I think it's just sort of, all right, where can we bolster up here? Let's push this person out. We'll push this person in, and it'll be.
Well, I mean,
maybe,
you've already got Kickout, and obviously, and Reid Mahoney coming into the squad to
yeah.
replace
So
Marshall Pin. So
that there's two big inputs for your team. So don't write this squad off. This squad, I think, is going to be hunting for that top 8 next year. They're going to be around that 7 to 10 mark next year, I believe.
well, that's a big call. I think if Serrato can bring across what he's learned, he might be able to do a Fitzgibbon. But we all know that when Gus Gould says it's a 5-year plan, it's because he knows there is that 2 to 3 years where they still need to get things right. They might shock the competition, but I think one more year just out of finals, like you said, that 9th to maybe 11th or 12th. And I think given that second year under Serrato, they'll be ready to fire. But Baxter, your final prediction, I know you mentioned 13 plus before. Are you sticking with that?
Yeah, 13 plus to the Dogs. Here we go. Let's trot,
Right,
baby.
13 plus. Let's trot for obviously Baxter. 1 to 12. We're still trotting for me, but we're